What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 36, and today we've got three really big games with Aston Villa in the Premier League and also the Europa League as well. As today you will see both legs of our Europa League quarter final tie against the French side Nice. The first one will be at home at Villa Park. Super excited for this game. Hopefully we'll get a good win and a clean sheet as well. But the second game, possibly just as important, we take on West Ham at home in the Premier League, and our last game in the league was the thumping 3-0 victory away at Bournemouth, our first win in the Premier League in quite a lot of games, and we haven't won at home at Villa Park in the league since the start of March when we beat Everton by 2-0. As we try and keep our top four hopes alive, this is a really important game. And then our third and final game is the second leg of our tie against Nice in the Europa League quarter final away from home in France, where hopefully we'll be celebrating progression to the semi-finals come the end of today's episode. So yeah, really big episode today for both the league and Europe as well. First game's Nice. Let's just dive straight into it. I'm pumped. And so as we do move into the first of three big games today, is indeed Nice in the first leg of our Europa League quarter-final tie, aiming for a clean sheet tonight and a good solid win to take back with us to the south of France in 7 days' time. My team for the game is very strong as well, taking no chance tonight. 3-5-2, Reina in goal, back three of Carter, Vickers, Zagadou and Palmer Brown with Delph and Barkley our DMs. Young is on the left, Schupf is on the right, Dempsey's our cam, and up top together, Kodjia and Brereton. Benteke on the bench after his heroics at the Vitality, but still a very good team. And as for the Nice team, yes, Mario Balotelli is starting tonight up top in a 4-3-3, which is actually really good, and defense is very solid as well. So Nice, first game today. Let's get a solid first leg result here under the likes of Villa Park. Aston Villa have been European Cup winners, but never won the Europa League before. So as we're into the quarterfinals now, it's getting real. We do have a chance of possibly going all the way, but it's going to be difficult. But this will be the perfect start here. Clint Dempsey on the ball, turns and plays it inside, and Brereton strokes it home, and it is the perfect start. Aston Villa go 1 goal up, and Ben Brereton gives us the lead. Our top scorer this season in all competitions makes it 1-0, and it's the perfect start here at Villa Park. Lovely little move there. Kodjia into Dempsey, held it up perfectly and slid it through the legs of Dante into Brereton, and with the coolest of finishes, just finesses it home against the goalkeeper Cardinale as he strokes us 1 goal to the good. Brereton in the team tonight, gets off the mark. 1-0 Aston Villa, come on. It's going to be tough to go all the way in this competition. We know how good a lot of the teams remaining are, but we've done well to get here to the quarters. And I'd love to get through to at the very least the semis. And after this start, we've got a release target here. Brereton, Kodjia, Dante really struggling at the moment as Kodjia turns him. He's got the pace. Jonathan back in the team. And off the crossbar. And Brereton misses the ball from the acrobatic. It will drop to Alessandro Schupf, who fires it home. What a start for Aston Villa. 2 goals up. 10 minutes in, and we're looking for a famous night here at Villa Park in Europe, and what a brilliant start. It's 2-0 already. You know, Cardinale must be thinking, what can I do right now? Seriously, our defence breached for the first goal, but for the second, it's a wonderful goal by our record signing under my management. Second highest signing Aston Villa have ever bought. Darren Bent, I believe, is their most expensive ever, but Alessandro Schupf, the Austrian, what a brilliant signing he's been to the club. It was a bit of an interesting, unique signing at the start of the season. High work rates, 95 stamina. That's why I love him. But he's also chipped in with quite a few goals this season as well, and that one of the very best. Aston Villa 2, Nice 0. It's a dream start here at Villa Park. What a start for Aston Villa. 2 goals up already, 16 minutes in. Got to make sure we don't get too far ahead of ourselves, though. We know how good Nice are. A really great team with a threatening goal scorer like Mario Balotelli up top as well. We know that they are not beyond the possibility of getting back in this game. But every time we go forward, we let us score in here. Kodjia finds Ashley Young on the overlap. Cross to the middle. At the far post is Brereton. It's free. It's free, 19 minutes in. Aston Villa 3, Nice 0. Brereton bags the brace. It's what he does. Oh, this is just incredible. What a start. Kodjia to Young, down the left-hand side, whips one into the centre. Brereton wins the header, right into the top corner, and no chance for Cardinale. It is 3-0. 20 minutes in. There's an awful long way to go, but this has been the stuff of dreams. A famous European night is developing here at Villa Park. This really has been an inch-perfect performance so far. Oh, but Reina wasn't exactly great first touch. Balotelli, oh, just over the bar. That is lucky there. Reina's first touch, normally very good. That was terrible. And we just about got away with that one there. Balotelli just over the bar. But that is how good Mario Balotelli is. We know that. If he gets a sighted goal, he's not going to miss by much if he does miss. And is it still 3-0? Nice can still get back in this tie. It's really important we keep the clean sheet and don't concede an away goal. Into the final 10 minutes now. Still leading by 3. It's actually been a really balanced game. The scoreline is quite harsh on Nice, really. They've played okay. It's just that we've been very clinical, whereas they haven't. But game and tie far from over. And again, if Nice do get an away goal, then there'll be a lot of nerves heading back to the south of France. And here come the away side with the ball played through towards the danger man Balotelli. Zagadou heads it clear though. And for the most part, we have dealt with Balotelli very well tonight. Young to Kodjia. Kodjia on the turn. Has Barkley the dummy runner. And a great chance here. It's a 2-on-3. It's Kodjia. It's green. And it should be 4-0. It's blocked by Sarr and cleared away. And that right there was a massive missed opportunity. We had the numbers coming forward. And if we made that 4-0, oh, it would have been a huge advantage heading back to France. But instead, it's Nice here coming forward. It's across to the far post. It should get it away. But the shot goes in. And this is exactly what I was fearful of. Aston Villa 3, Nice 1. The away goal scored in stoppage time. And oh my goodness, what a sequence of events. And what a contrast in mood. We could have and should have gone 4-0 up. And now it's 3-1. But don't get me wrong, it's still been a very great first leg result, but a shot takes a slight nick off Zagadou. Think it was going into the bottom corner anyway, to be fair, and Reina is beaten. And oh god, it was all smiles. It was all smiles, but to be fair to Nice, they deserve a goal. They've not played badly tonight at all. And as the game does finish there, it's a bit of an anticlimactic, that's not the best word, it's a bit of a weird mood come the end of the game. We're celebrating a great result, it's a great win, but conceding that away goal, very worrying. And actually it turns out that shot was going wide because it was not on target according to the stats. So that would have been a very important clean sheet. But unfortunately not. I felt we just about deserved to edge the game, played well, but Nice did play well too and did deserve a goal. They got it right at the end. Man matched to Brereton for the brace though. And it's a good first leg result. We're not going to complain. But again, that away goal could prove to be crucial. Second leg in 7 days' time. Tie far from over. And just before our second game of today's episode, we do have a scouting update here from Carter, currently based in England. Declan looks okay, but the overall is very poor. And Connor Hall is the same as Aidan Robinson. Has got great potential though. So we're going to put him in the academy there. And also reject Taylor Davis as well. Mason Griffiths could be good. We'll take a scout on him. And reject Tyler Roberts as well. Ed Bell can go. And Dominic King. Oh, yes. Now, Bradley King was fantastic. How's his cousin going to get on? Dominic King, he could be brilliant. And Peter Price can go. And as we now move into the second game of today's episode on the back of back-to-back wins for the first time since January, if you can believe that, we're now looking to make 3 wins from 3 and start a good run of form for the first time in a very long time. Back to the Premier League, staying at Villa Park, 3-5-2 for this game against mid-table West Ham, as we still have a shot with 7 games to go of qualifying for the Champions League. Very strong team, including Benteke coming back in, as we aim for another big victory here and keep our chances of Champions League qualification alive. Andre Ayew sent down the right-hand side for West Ham. Crosses. Reina stayed at home and Antonio hits the crossbar, and Chester did just about enough there with the man closing in. And will get the danger away. Let off there as West Ham almost take the lead, but instead, off the woodwork, still 0-0. And now from defence to attack, Nice style, Bustos turns, shoots, and drags it just wide the post. Torre bullies Kagger off the ball and finds Fabricio Bustos looking to send Brereton down the right-hand side. Benteke's in the middle. You know I'm going to aim for him. Christian! Oh, flicked it on, but Adria makes the save, and then the second shot is blocked by Winston Reid. Benteke's hat-trick against Bournemouth. Didn't play against Nice. So close to making it 4-2. Grealish. Brereton into Benteke. On the turn. Christian! Oh! Did the hard bit, messed up the finish. He's got a 4-star weak foot, Christian, but that was like a half-a-star weak foot. Wiles wide the post, still 0-0. 43 minutes in, we've been the better team. It has been a really good contest so far, but no goals in what's been a very action-packed first 45 minutes. Can West Ham close out the first half by taking the lead as Masuaku's pass deflects off Bustos and drops behind for a corner. Mark up, lads, don't concede just before the break. Andre Ayew on the ball, whips it in, and Kagawa's shot is cleared off the line by James Chester. Oh my goodness, what a first half. I cannot believe it's still 0-0 as Kagawa fires it just wide the post. That was a brilliant first half. It ended with some heroic defending by the captain. Still 0-0 somehow as we enter the second. to Juan Fran. Oh, great tackle by Toure. Brilliant from Yaya Toure. As Grealish finds Benteke, flicks it back to Toure and into Grealish as we look for an opening here. Brereton receives it. Back to Jack Grealish. Grealish on the ball, turns, rolls it to Benteke, out wide is shook, Juan Fran won it but then lost it instantly, cross to Brereton, surely! Oh, I can't believe this, so many chances today, but still 0-0. So full time here at Villa Park, the final whistle just being blown and our stuttering run of form is going to continue. A goalless draw to mid-table West Ham, and after the Bournemouth game I was thinking maybe, just maybe, we could still finish in the top 4, but it's just a bridge too far in Season 2 I think. A goalless draw here, a stalemate and a frustrating draw at Villa Park. When you look at the stats, you'll think, how on earth did Aston Villa not win this game? Well, there's the reason right there. Only 3 shots on target from 12 taken in total. We created the chances. Our general play this afternoon was very good in a pretty decent contest, but the finishing was really poor. Missed some sitters in this game with Brereton and Benteke both misfiring in a blank and a 0-0. And I'll give man of match to Adrian for a couple of decent saves as West Ham get a clean sheet. And unfortunately for us, it's a really big slip up that I think now is probably going to confirm no top 4 place in Season 2. Just wasn't to be. And unfortunately, you might have just seen it right at the end of the half as well. Fabricio Bustos sprained his ankle and was subsequently subbed off at the break and is unfortunately going to be out for 3 weeks. That's a real shame because whilst we've got the cover in those wide midfield / wing back options, Fabricio's been a brilliant signing right from the first season, and so to miss him for pretty much the remainder of the season, might come back in the middle of May for the final couple of games. It's still a big blow. We all miss you, Fabricio, big time. And after 4 draws in our last 6 games, we're now heading to the south of France to take on Nice in our second leg of our Europa League Quarter Final tie, where a draw will actually send us through after we lead the aggregate tie 3-1 from the first leg. Nice, by the way, really fun team to do a career mode with. Lots of good players, lots of good young talent, and some nice kits in the game as well. But our team for the game, though, is a 3-5-2, just like 7 days ago as well. Changing things around, though, quite a bit after our draw against West Ham on the weekend, including the strike duo. Benteke and Brereton misfiring, so Kodjia and Ryan Brewster will start top together with Clint Dempsey playing in behind. 3-5-2, hopefully not 3 points, but a win and maybe 3 goals for Aston Villa as we try and get through to the Europa League semi-finals. Come on.
Well, he could be the star turn in this game.
He can manipulate the ball superbly. It seems as if it's on a string at times.
The first leg we did what we needed to do, but conceding that away goal certainly was frustrating. But with Bustos injured now, this is going to be a real test of how good this young, talented Croatian right-back is. Pajac starting tonight. His delivery's so good, we know that. And hopefully, he'll have a storm here in the south of France as Cardinale denies Kodjia early. If we can get that away goal straight away, cancel out Nice's at Villa Park, that'll be a real luxury knowing that that away goal is gone. And if they score 2 tonight, they'll need another as well. Balotelli sent down the right-hand side, trying to turn Zagadou here. And still Mario. Good tackle by Dan Axel Zagadou. For the most part, we watched Balotelli so well in the first leg and didn't give him many chances. And tonight, starting off well there. Good tackle. Still 0-0 as Brewster on the ball. Rolls that wide towards Andre Green. And Green on the turn, back inside to our young talented striker. Brewster on the ball, steps inside, goes for goal, and it's a penalty for Aston Villa as well. Oh, it's a debatable one. He was just trying to block the shot, I think. Brewster got it away. Good stop by Cardinale, but the referee gives a spot kick and a chance for Villa to go in front. I mean, I say debatable. Like, it's definitely a penalty when you look at it from that angle, no doubt. Clatters into Brewster from behind, and the referee has called it right, no doubt. I just thought at first it was an accidental collision. Evidently not. But a chance to go in front, Kodjia is going to take it. We scored our last at Bournemouth with Benteke. Can Jonathan make it 1-0 to the Villa? Yes, he can. Sends the goalkeeper the wrong way and says, don't sell me next season. I've still got it. 1-0 to Aston Villa. Nice's away goal cancelled out, and it's now 4-1 over 2 legs as well. Come on. Had a bid from Leeds turned down on deadline day. He wants more games. We've considered parting ways with him for season 3. But if we do, we'll always be thankful for his service in both seasons, not just in our first year in the Championship. 6 goals in the Europa League, and that one does mean now that Nice's away goal is gone. We lead by 3 on aggregate, and now Nice must score 3 on the night if they're to get through. And this Delph comes forward here. Oh, Fabian Delph. I've got to say, what a signing he's been. Into Ryan Brewster's feet. Barkley on the overlap. Dinks one. Kodjia off the crossbar, but Green volleys in the rebound, and that should do it now. That should do it now. It is Nice 0, Aston Villa 2. 5-1 on aggregate, and due to the 2 away goals we scored now, Nice must score 5 in the remaining 65.5 minutes. It was a lovely ball into Barkley. Great cross. pass, Kodja off the crossbar, but Andre Green, quick as a flash, volleys in the rebound, 5-1. Yeah, we're through to the semis, surely. This will be 3 wins in 4 as well, and despite the goalless draw to West Ham, we are starting to get our form started again, and this is the right time of the season to hit a good run of form, definitely. Right at the end of the year, with so many important games to come, so much to be settled in May. This is where we need to hit our form. 1 win in 7, but now 3 in our last 4 if we can close out this game as well. This is more like it from the Villa. Come on. And so as the second half begins, and we still lead by 2-0 on the night. We've had a really great game at the back in this one. Balotelli once again kept quiet, mainly by Dan Axel Zagadou. He's been brilliant as Dempsey finds Brewster, and Sarr just about beaten to the ball there. There might be chances for a third goal. We don't need one now. I might just try and conserve energy because so many games to come, and now we are definitely surely going through. There'll be a Europa League semi-final tied to come at the start of May, in 9th, I think, is the first leg. So lots of games to come. Need to make sure the boys are fit enough for it. But I would like a third goal, and we're going to get it right there. And Jonathan Kodja has just said, don't sell me. I want to stay. Don't sell me. I want to stay at this club. Nice 0, Aston Villa 3. And that's it. He knows we're into the semis. You know, when they got that away goal, I was a little bit fearful. But the performance tonight has been absolutely fantastic. 10 out of 10. Defence has been rock solid. Right on cue as Mario Balotelli does score. But it's going to be a consolation goal. 6-2 on aggregate. They need another 5 goals. It's too little too late, Mario. It's indeed going to be too little too late for Mario and the boys, because that should do it as Reina claims the corner, dribbles out of his goal, and the referee blows for full time. Aston Villa's European adventure continues. It's the same scoreline here in the south of France as it was in England. 3-1 the final score, 6-2 on aggregate, and Aston Villa into the Europa League semis. Once again, for Nice, they might feel harshly done by in this game. They didn't play badly at all, but we were just more clinical. We had a few more shots, more on target, and of course more goals as well. 6-2 on aggregate, and for man of the match, no surprises. Jonathan Kodja converting a penalty in the first half and then scoring with a header in the second as well. I don't want to sell him next season. It's 7 goals in the Europa League, and I think he might be the top scorer in the Europa League as well. And as we get into the semis, we'll end today's episode there, and what we'll do is we'll find out who will be taking on in the Europa League semis. Villarreal, Marseille, and Hertha Berlin are the teams remaining, so could have one of my former career mode teams to face in the semi-finals. Who is it going to be? Europa League semi-finals. Who are we going to be facing? Dun, dun, dun. It is Villarreal, the Spanish side in the Europa League semis, as Hertha Berlin will face Marseille in the other. Very intriguing tie, that one, and that will be played on the 9th and the 16th of May as well. But that will end today's episode of Career Mode, though, guys. So a big thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. And if you have enjoyed today's episode, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic evening. I hope you had a great weekend, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon.